Hi everyone. Sorry, I'm apologize. Yes. Just to make sure that everyone is here, can we start the session itself?
Yes.
Hi, Anita. Good to see you. I'm so sorry. Tika, hi. And we have Marina. And do we have any more ladies joining us here?
Hello, Janice.
Hi. Yes, hi. Are we here? All the four ladies, four beauties here?
Thank you.
I'm so happy that this will be our last day session for today, and it's going to be very interesting. Topic. I mean, I must. We had a pretty quite a good event yesterday offline. So I'm not too sure whether has anyone joined us yesterday. So if you have, I think you must have enjoyed it also. Yeah. So we have few people. I mean, we have attendees over here waiting. Actually, I apologize for that for this lateness of this moderator who was in another theater. Yes. Okay. Yes. To cut it short. Thank you for joining. And today we are very happy to have these ladies. We are calling ourselves a digital woman leaders. And then, be it the today or be it the future. Yeah. So we are going to talk a lot about putting our customer centric in the heart of the cross channel strategies. And today's topic will be very focused much on Gen X as well as the millennials. So, yeah, before to cut it short, I like to, to put it, to let the speakers and the panelists to introduce themselves. We can't say lady first now. So because we are all ladies here, so maybe we should call the by alphabets, with the J or with the T or we have two T's here actually also. But okay, let's go on to Jessica first. Jessica, so we need you to give a short introduction about yourself and what you do, and then how do you have impact in your role in your organization. Okay, yeah, goes to you.
Okay, thank you everyone. Hi. First of all, I want to say thank you for this opportunity to I can share in this event. So let me introduce myself. My name is Jessica. I work at Simas Insurtech. It's an insurance company. My role is as head of digital marketing and communication. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Marina.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Marina Hindarko. You can call me Marin or Marina. Once again, thank you for having me here alongside with this amazing ladies in the panelists. Basically, I'm the head of marketing in Shipper, and I'm heading all parts of marketing, starting from the branding until the digital marketing and also event and community. So yeah, I hope this will be a fruitful sessions, and we can all learn together in the session. Thank you.
Oh, we have one lost connections over here, Tanita. Hope she will be coming back. Yes, so we have Tika. Tika, would you want to tell us more about yourself, your role as a CMO in the Calvita?
Yeah, thank you, Jan. So yeah, thank you for everyone. Thank you for coming, and then very happy to share about marketing in this event as well. And then maybe we can talk more about like the cross channel strategy, and then I can also sharing about some backgrounds from the industry as well. So yeah, I'm the CMO here at Koltiva. We're practicing into agriculture as well. So we support the largest multinational company here in Indo, and then we're operating in 27 countries. So maybe that's all from my end. Jan, leave it to you back.
To Tanita, we're the last one. Did you have a problem in your
Yes.
connections?
Yes. Just a bit of a connection issue. I mean, where's I mean, we're talking digital, but we're still having internet issue. That's just a world nowadays, right, Jade? So, hi
No.
everyone. I'm Tantia. I'm the COO of Monash University in Indonesia. So we are the first foreign university in Indonesia. Just started last year in October 2021. And we just wrapping up our first cohort started on October 2021. And we are going to start again with the new cohort that will start in this October 2022. My background is I'm coming from startup background. I've been in Traveloka and then Allo Doctor and also Zenius. So this is a non-startup companies after 8 years. Very exciting and very excited to share with you all on today's session. Back to you, Jane.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the introductions. It's interesting to hear. We have different backgrounds from different industries, startups background, agriculture, insurance, and yeah. I think Marina. I'm not too sure whether she has anything. Yeah, she's here. Yeah, yeah. I think this is going to be a very good mixture. Yeah, to contribute on the questions that we have over here. So the first questions. Let me begin with the first questions. All right. Customer behavioral change, sharing of the present, especially the millennial, as I said, the Gen X also. Is there a problem that your industry faces that you would like to address? Because based on the different industries that we have, so would there be any customer behavioral changes in terms of your strategies, in terms of aligning to your objectives, your organization objectives? Yeah, goes to you, Jessica. You will always be the first one because alphabet's J.
Yes. Okay. I think the change of customer behavior is refers the the first rapidly technology development. The technology development it's rapidly in the past 20 years, even very fast in in the last 2 years, I think, due the pandemic COVID-19. So everyone is switched to the digital thing in the health, communication, and of course in the office too. Everyone is work from home, and I think its condition is better now. But still, the digital era domain in this time. So I think in the insurance company in the last year, maybe you can meet some insurance agency, but now everyone is can buying insurance in the web or application. So as a insurance company, we must to provide communication like social media and website in the very fast time to provide customer communication with us. So the problematic is, I think it's the problematic that insurance company face it.
That's interesting. I think there's going to be lots of problems also, but there again, there's also a challenge with right now, people are now on face to face, but when it's on, when we couldn't meet up with people, especially with all the new generations, they can open up the apps and all those things. Yeah. So the customer behavior history has changed. Yeah, truly, truly, yes. Marina, yes.
Hi, Jane. So, I think if we are talking in Shipper itself, so at the beginning, Shipper is a digital logistics provider. We basically provide end-to-end logistics service to online sellers. And if we are talking about behavioral change, I think I cannot agree more with Jessica. I mean, the most drastic one happened during the pandemic. It shifts how customers are shopping their daily needs. I think previously they have these options of shopping offline, but now everything is shifting to online. And since our customers are actually the sellers, they also need to follow where their target customers is. And again, from from the marketing strategy, we also need to follow them. So right now we are really focused on the digital world or the digital realm to actually connect with them. And I think one of the problem or one of the challenge that we are facing, if I can simplify this to one word, I think it's fragmentation. I believe that in digital marketing, the channels is really fragmented. There's a lot of channels that you can tap to connect with your customers. But aside from that, the attention span from our customers are also really fragmented. Like previously, I think the average attention span is around 60 seconds when they are actually looking at the commercials in television. But now in this digital era, it is drastically decreasing until only like 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds in social media. So you need to really ensure your message are coming across your customers in only 1 to 3 seconds. So it really changed how we structured our creative, how we create our content, basically to make sure there's effective engagement with our customers in just those short period of time.
It's interesting, effective engagements.
Mhm.
Yeah. And this is one of the challenges. So I truly agree with that. Yeah, especially when, short span of time over here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Tanita. Yes, Tanita.
Hi, Jane.
Right.
Um,
Uh, was it lack of time, lack of the Wi-Fi here also? I think, yeah, she is. Yeah.
is it still a problem or can be
Yes,
all
you're back now. Yeah, okay now. Not
okay?
too much.
Sure. Yes. So as I mentioned that our university is just starting last year, so we are not even 1 year in Indonesia. So I cannot tell you too much about how the behavior change because we are also in this startup phase. We are learning, we are starting up in Indonesia. But what I can say is that it is interesting of how technology itself shift how things are used to be done in education sector, especially in how we communicate to multiple stakeholders that we have, be it future and current students, academic staff, university partners, industry partners, and our university counterparts as well. The way we communicate, it's becoming different. I mean, uh, we become more digitalized, of course, in the way we communicate, and then we are streamlining every communications that we have because as Marina mentioned that attention span it's really short and it doesn't only happen when we are communicating to outsiders but it's also when we are communicating to our inside stakeholders. So managing the engagement, making messages as concise, as short as possible, but that we get the information right across. That's what we are striving. And then the second trend, what we see is also to quickly adapt to the technology that is being used in Indonesia, even though it's not used in our parent company in Australia. That's, for example, communicating via WhatsApp for future student is not commonly used in Australia because it's not a commonly used channel there. But Indonesia, WhatsApp has the most open rate. So when we are recruiting students, we need to use WhatsApp as our channel. Or the next example, we cannot dismiss the way we teach also very influenced by digital throughout the PPKM or COVID period. So if in the past it has to go either it goes everyone online or everyone offline, but right now we cannot do it in this today's world. So we need to adapt into hybrid teaching. Some will be online, some will be offline in the classroom. I think like all of this will keep changing, we'll keep learning, but that's the beauty of being in the digital world. Back to you, Jane.
Oh, Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah. It's a hybrid teaching. Very, very interesting. Some offline and online. It's just like what we're doing over here right now. So, yeah, I
Yes.
think we really need to change and move and shift in according not just the technology, but also the customers' needs also. Yeah. Tika, yes, you're from the agriculture. So let us know about what are the, behaviorally changed as well as the challenge that you do all faced.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, Jen. I really like the latter statement came from Tantia. Yeah, he mentioned about this is the beauty of digital. This is the beauty of technology. We also apa namanya, when we're talking about this industry as well. Maybe Koltiva is one of the apa namanya, the company here. We're not actually targeting the Gen X here because our market is actually more to the like the farmers in the rural area. So the challenge is completely different, Jan. So can you imagine that we need to approach to the farmers and then also the agri input shop owners in the rural area. So this is something that's very interesting to be shared, yeah, because here at Koltiva itself, we're not only providing a technology as one of the solutions, but we also providing another services solutions like a boots on the ground because we do believe that both technology and the human need to running together at the same time. So this is how we actually doing some digitalizations to our farmers and then also to the agri input shop owners and something like that. But maybe one thing that I also want to share because of maybe a lot of audience here came from the B2C market as well. So I'm really interesting because I also have a background in the logistic company and then also in the prop tech company. So for me as a marketeer, yeah, I mean when we're talking about this the digitalization, it's about the digital industry. Sometimes yeah, the first important things is actually as a marketeers we need to put the high priorities and the high concern in terms of the cross channel strategy, right? But then I think as a marketeers we also need to like thinking on top of that, it is also about the product. So this is something that I also want to share here, John, and then also with the ladies. Sometimes when we are talking about the product, so we know that to achieve the product market fit is a very long game, right? Is we need to doing some customer research and etc. But as far as I know, I really concerned into the like the top 5 factors that can give a very good impact for the market. So number one is actually related to the brand awareness. This is how we actually as a marketers put a very high attention on this part, right? And then the second one is about the user experience. Maybe we can discuss about it later, but I'm pretty sure that everyone here came from the tech startup company. So that's the user experience on our website is very important because sometimes we also do some automation in our website as well, right? And then, so yeah, another thing is actually that very important in the B2C market when we are talking about the payment, the easiest, and then like the talking about the local adoption is also something that very important. So maybe decide on the highlighting on how Koltiva actually support the largest multinational company to digitizing the agriculture. I also want to taking a look into the all of the marketers practitioners here to also put the high attention in terms of the product market, in terms of the user experience, because those kind of the sometimes as the marketeers we forgot about it. So yeah, maybe this is also can be another insight that we can explore here.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That's truly very interesting, yes, especially reaching out to the farmers. I think this is a very tough thing to do, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm also very interested, to know about how do you all do consistency of engaging in terms of every channels. Like for example, Tanita was saying about using WhatsApp, the platform. How do how are you going to do things like consistent, see when in reaching out, things like taking into considerations of even like personalizations, things like, taking, in terms of the, in the consistency in every channel it is. Yeah. Jessica, maybe you want to give your views on that.
Okay, in the insurance industry, we must able to gain the trust of our customer. Like I said before, maybe in the last, people can make a face-to-face with insurance agency, but now no more face-to-face again, right? So the customer can search the product, make a transaction, and also make a claim by the internet. So we must to provide it, and not also for buying product. The customer can make a complaint too, of course, in social media, and everyone can show it. It's a new problem in this digital area, because everyone can see whatever happen in our industry or on in our company. So we choose many channels to engage our customer, like as a web. Our web can be make a transaction too, so customer can buy our product by visit our web. And also in this day, I think social media is can make a big impactful to our companies. So in social media too, we make a consultation content to deliver information to our customer and make engagement CRM with our customer, and deliver what our product or our new product to make interest for the customer. So I think the channel we choose is by website, mobile application, and social media. It's make a good impact for us. Okay, thank you, Janice.
Thank you. Yeah, I think social media is also a very good buzzword. Also, when it comes to reaching out to the new millennials or even the Gen X, so right, the target market, that target audience that you use, right? I believe Jessica, you do have things like target segmentations also, target audience in terms of how do you reach out to the customers. Yeah, Marina, yes, you have anything to? Can you contribute on these questions?
Yeah. So if you're talking about consistency on how we tap into these different channels in the digital world, I think it comes back to what you just mentioned, Janice, which is the customer segmentation. I mean, you really need to be obsessed with your customers, and to know their behavior, to know their needs, to know where they are actually resides in this digital world, because there's a lot of channels back again. So you really need to know in each of these channels, who are you going to tap and what kind of message that you want to tap them with. Because I mean, just looking at one customer segments, but if we are looking at different objectives of or different messaging, the way we tap in those or the way we cultivate those channels will become different. So I think it goes back again to the customer centricity, how we getting the insights from the customers and never stop to listen to what they have or what they need.
Oh, and I like the last sentence, never stop listening to them. It can be very tiring, because that's how you change your, the needs are different, each day.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Like every day when you talk to them, every day there's a lot more problems there. There's a new issues coming up. So by having those, those consistency in listening to them, we can also be consistent in our strategy on our product, on our marketing and stuff.
yeah. So your feedback is very, very important. Right. Yeah. Yes, Tanita. Your groups are those are the education, where they are very interested in your education's courses, right? So yeah, how do you reach out in terms of consistencies in every channels? Yeah.
Yes. So I second what Marina said about about we could say obsessions. Actually, we are being obsessive with our customers so that we can communicating in the best way possible to them. I would like to draw out from that principles and also quickly describe some principles that we apply at our university. So the first one, the underlying one, is that coming back again to what is our vision and what is our value. So Monash has a visions to um, contribute to the better success of Indonesia, and our value is the service itself. So excellent service. So at every communication channels that we have, it has to contain this both represent both of these messages, the vision and also representing on how we want to serve all of our customers. And then the next one is that how we bring that visions into a big campaign message, which still need to tie up to the Monash University in Australia. So we have a global campaign, and every campaign that we do, even in local base, it has to be tied up to that. And then after that, in terms of the technicalities on the implementation, because channels can vary a lot. I mean, we can use any channels possible in the digital, but we need to unify them in the back end, which we are using a unified CRM technology system, so that every message that go out, we can monitor on the effectivity, and then we can also channel every campaign that we do, we channel back into the leads conversion, and we can track the effectivity. So but I believe that being obsessive with the customers also needs the tracking on our side, so we know how obsessive are we obsessive enough, and how we can improve further. And last but not least, also at the end of the day, of course, there are many things that we are going to need to be handling at the same time. And at the behind of all this matters is human. So putting the trust to the human doing all of this campaign is important, so that we are unifying everything and tying it up nicely. I think that's
Thank
from
you.
my side, Jane.
Thank you, Tanita. But just one out of curiosity that comes into my mind, in terms of social media, the use of social media, for in terms of consistencies on reaching out, the message that you sent out. How do you how do you grasp that part over here? For your students, the new students over here. Yeah.
Yes, so we use main social media channels like Facebook, Instagram, and then LinkedIn, and we are also utilizing SEM to get the message out there. Several challenges. The first one is, of course, to make people know that Monash University is now in Indonesia. Uh, I know people may already know that Monash established in Australia, but whether they know it's already here, that's the next that's a big challenge. And then the next one is also what type of course, what type of populations that we want to target, because we are our program is master degree and also PhD, but then there are plenty of possible populations out there, right? As a professional, is a fresh graduate. Professional is also 5 years, 10 years. Is it manager level? Is it senior director position? So, and we also have a limited data here because the first cohort just joined in October. So we don't have that big data to really grasp that understanding. So this is specific target we didn't go through. So we are using our instinct, one of it, and of course also tying it up with the requirements from Australia, and then see like where is the possibilities of our target will be sitting in the sea of customers out there. Think like tying
Yeah.
it up, it's an interesting one. Learning every day, of course, Jane.
Yes, 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 yes. It's truly very interesting, yeah, to reach out to this group of people. Yeah. Yes, and Tika, pardon me. Yes, the group of farmers out there who is are they very good in in even the social media also, that part, how do you not just social media, but in every channels that the consistencies, how do you equalize it, and how do you reach out over here? I think it's also another challenge problems. Yes.
Yeah, definitely, Jan, definitely. But maybe when we're talking about this agriculture sectors, yeah, Jan, in Indo, we are not only talking about like the one of the business actors, which is farmers, yeah. But then in this agriculture industry, we're also talking with the stakeholder engagement. So it's not only about the farmers, but also another business actors like the agri input shop owners, even though like like the giant corporation as well. So the first one that we are really focusing on in here at Koltiva is actually how do we actually create a good communication that can approach a lot of stakeholder under like that relate to the agriculture industry, because in this agriculture we're not only talking about the one business actors, but this is very like the multi stakeholder engagement we need to approach at the same time, also with the government, also with the largest multinational companies. So this is talking about the stakeholder engagement, right? And then the second one that I also want to share with one of the good consistency that we are actually trying to improve is actually how do we want to facilitating our business actors to using our technology and services, Jan. So we have also a few applications that we provide for farmers, for retail and etc. But then one thing that we are always trying to improve is when Marina mentioned, I remember she mentioned about never-ending innovation. So we also doing the same thing. Like we are trying to find out, like what become the most important things for the farmers to actually using the technology, something like that. So for the farmers itself, we provide whatever they need on our application, so they can easily, like the learning about the agri input, learning about the agriculture information, find the newest, like the materials of the training kit and something like that. So the second one that maybe I can highlight is about how Koltiva is actually really focused into finding on the product market fit, and then we are trying to find out what become the most important things for the farmers, so we can create the technology that actually can support what become our customer needs. Because like our product market fit, as mentioned, is a very long game, right? But then if we cannot achieve it, like a lot of money that we spend in the marketing, it's just like a wasted money. So yeah, this is a very long game for all of the players. We're not only talking about the cross channel strategy, but we need to understand what become the most important things for our users, and then we can provide everything in our technology and services. So maybe those are two things from our end.
Yeah, it's very, very. Yeah, I think it's also one of the greatest things is that the stakeholders engagement is a tough thing to to a challenge to every industry, to every organization, even in reaching out to them, also the channels of it. Yeah, indeed, it's very, very challenging. Yeah. Okay. I am on to the fourth questions, which is the rediscover and also aligning. With all the conversations and with all the sharing that we have, that you ladies have provided, with in from different industries, share with us, what Jessica, maybe you can start with it on in terms of rediscover and aligning from the perspective. Is there, moving forward, for the 22, since right now the COVID, the borders are open. So how do you, with that, is there anything like, realigning in terms of your strategies, the consistency changing of, how do you make sure that you are putting your customers centric in every channels over here, especially with the borders are open right now? Yes, Jessica, over to you.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Maybe I will talk more about social media as our main channel of communication with our customer. Uh, in our companies, social media have a big portion to our marketing or ourselves to deliver our information. So uh, in each social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and also YouTube have a different characteristic. So we must to make different content too, to make engagement and to make a customer can be interested to our product, or make a clear information to our company information, like how to make buying product, to make a claim, to reach our customer service. In our company media, social media is our main channel. So we must deliver very fresh content, like what's the viral now. So we must to make the content too. And I think our admin to can stand by 24 hours to handle every question or complaint to our customer. And so in the future, I think the social media it still have a big opportunity to reach customer. And also we must to get ready in metaverse also to make a
Yeah, social media.
Yes, I think website and mobile application is not longer to make apa ya interest to our customer, because every brand make a mobile application, and not every day a customer will open our mobile application. So social media is the a good choice to still exist in our customer thing. So for the current strategy, I think it's our social media and maybe our customer service like WhatsApp also. Yes, just the itu aja sih. Thank you. Back to Janice.
Yeah, great, great. No worries about social media, website, applications. These are all the technological support that we can look into. Yeah, Marina, you are the shipper, the online providing online selling. So, what do you think about realigning the strategies, especially with the borders have been open?
Okay. So I think if we are talking with shippers, since we're providing logistics to the online sellers, if we're talking about the industry or the change that is happening, we're going to go back to the e-commerce industry itself. Like I think we are already aware and agree that the digitalization is happening in the past 2 years. It increased the demand of e-commerce itself, and then from that standpoint, we also see that our sellers are becoming more overwhelmed every day because with e-commerce, people are actually expecting a fast service from the sellers, and they are really overwhelmed with it because some of them, we can see that some of them is actually pretty much new with this new e-commerce era. Some of them are losing their manpower, but at the same time they need to juggle with everything that is going on with their business. So that's why we come across and help them to do the logistics. But then if we go to just like recently what we are aligning in our strategies, I have one good examples. So we didn't just perfecting our product, but we also perfecting how we do marketing. So just recently during the Lebaran season, the Idul Fitri season, we see that this online sellers, they are now competing between each other to have an ample awareness and at the end purchase to their brand. And then we know that is becoming a pain point, like a major big pain points, especially this year, because there's a lot of players in the e-commerce. They have to compete really, really hard. And that's why we launched this marketing campaign called Pahlawan Cuan, on which we curated online sellers or local brands from outside of our reach to our clients, and we give them a free promotions both digitally and offline. Because why offline? Because now even the market is now on the digital, but people start tapping to offline. So that's why we gave them a free promotion using our asset, free digital marketing, free KOL influencers or endorsement, and also free billboard promotions in our billboard assets. And then it really translates to a good feedback from both the sellers and the market as a whole, because we are now can leverage our marketing campaign, not our marketing asset, not only to promote us, but also the customers that we want to empower. And at the end of the day, it gives improvement also in the industry and in e-commerce industry, following the shift from the digital era.
Yeah, the digital, transformations or even digital technologies. So this is that support a lot of e-commerce, you know, companies. Also at the same time, a lot of disruptions going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Tanita. Interestingly, so how do you think about the aligning the strategies? Especially when the borders are open right now. Yeah.
Yes. So in education, I think the rise of pandemic situation and then also all the digitalizations already change um, the paradigm and the term of education itself. I think in the past, educations, there's only a very few options of educations. Let's see, like a face-to-face teaching at the same time, or what we call as a synchronous learning, is the only way to be educated. But with the change of everything, then there are so many methods of learning, and there are also so many way to be educated, not only to be in a synchronous learning, but also can be in an asynchronous learning. That's why there are extreme rise of multiple education technology platform, especially during the pandemic. So us as an education institution, the challenge is how to keep relevant, and also how to be even in the front foot of the technology itself, because it is also a common paradigm that between university or education versus technology, it's like one step behind, but it cannot happen nowadays if we want to thrive and if we want to survive. So we need to be adaptable. We cannot say, oh no, technology is not for university, but we need to be adaptable with that. So let's just, for example, as I mentioned earlier, that of only offline or only online is no longer an option. We need to embrace a hybrid method. So, for example, in our campus, with to enable a hybrid method, we implement an LMS systems. We have a 360 cameras in the classroom, so that if anyone joining not on campus, they still have the experience as if they are attending on campus. We also have a full technology support from Australia team, so we are 100% adapting what is implemented there. We bring it 100% here. So I think that consistency, and also the most important one, is to put the services in the center of our activities, the service and also customer satisfaction, because satisfactions and customer service, it cannot be putting away from university or education. So maybe in the past there's that paradigm, education is not part of the service sector, but we view it this as part of the service sector, so we need to serve our customer as best as possible. So I think like that's most important thing, being adaptable, and then putting services and also satisfactions at the heart of everything that we do. That's from my side,
Wow,
Jane.
really a ecosystem. It's like, everywhere, especially in the service sector side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tika, yeah. Thank you very much, Tanita. Yes, Tika, the stakeholders engagement, the farmers, the big corporations, all this. Yeah. How do you align to all this kind of strategies and, even rediscovering with especially with the borders have been opened?
Yeah, talking about the stakeholder engagement in this agriculture industry is a very, very long game. But one thing that we always communicating to our, like the potential clients and our farmers or all of the business actors in this industry is actually that um, we need to collaborate and then we need to work together with a lot of stakeholder in this industry, right? Like Koltiva as a tech startup, and then big corporation as well, including the farmers, including the agri input owners, including the meals as well, right? So all of this is to make our agriculture industry to be more sustainable. We need to work together and then improve everything, right? So from the Koltiva side, we are trying to improve and then make this industry to be more sustainable, to be more traceable, to be more inclusive, and something like that. So by providing a good technology for all of the business actors that we serve, something like that. That's the first line. By providing the technology for our business users to improve the sustainability, traceability, and then also inclusivity. The second one is how actually Koltiva is helping our business users through our services solutions, because we also combine between technology and human by providing the boots on the ground services for all of the business actors. So maybe those are the two things that we are trying to improve to make this industry to be more sustainable. And by the way, today is actually International World Oceans Day as well.
Really?
So maybe yeah. So today is actually World Oceans Day. This is
Oh,
another topic lah, because when we are talking about the oceans, we know that um,
yeah.
oceans is, yeah, you know what, like when we're talking about the oceans, we have on the other side we're talking about how we actually as a people can utilize the oceans, but we need to also protect them, right? We need to also protect the oceans. So this is something that we're calling as like the blue economy. And then so yeah, we're in this industry, we cannot only explore the planet, but we need to also like the protect the planet, something like that. So maybe this is something that we call as a very holistic engagement. This is a very something that we need to share to the market as well, that people, planet, we need to protect everything to be more
Mm,
sustainable.
mm. Yeah, yeah, very interesting. Yeah, correct, correct. I like the part where you mentioned about the human and the technology. So, not forgetting, we are always, yeah, we make use of a lot of technologies, but at the same time, there's a human factor that we need to factor in also, the feelings and, things like that, our six senses, we factor into that also. Yeah, how we, not just looking into how technology will support. Yeah. I've got one last questions for everybody before we close this session. Okay. What do you all think about co-create partnerships in terms of like in your to draw the customer centric strategies? What do you all think about that? Co-creating and partnerships over here. Yes. Maybe we can start with Marina, not always Jessica. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So about the co-creation or partnerships and staying true to customer centricity, I think it's really important, and we actually implement that in Shipper. So
Hmm.
as I mentioned before, like every day we talk to these customers and we talk to these online sellers, and there's a lot new problems that we want to actually try to solve, because at the mission itself, at our heart, we want to create this ecosystem which can help them to sell better and to grow their business. But not all of the problems can be solved through our solution. So that's why we need to partner up. For example, like we know some of them are facing are actually longing to have a financial aid, and we don't have it on our ecosystem yet. So that's why we starting to partner with some financial institutions to basically provide them with a reliable and good financial support for our sellers. So all in all, I think this partnership and co-creation is really important, especially nowadays. I think if we want to strive in our field, we need to strive together, not by ourselves.
Yeah, truly agree with you. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, Tanita, what do you think about the co-creations and partnerships over here? To end off with this question.
Yeah, so I see 2 points from the experience here. So the first one is getting the feedback from students. This is interesting because just this morning, for example, would like to gather the feedback from how does the students experience studying here, and then I came across a vlog video called "A Day of My Life in a Campus." So, and this type of video is quite a trend viral in TikTok. Uh, so that's where we see that feedback is no longer just like putting the survey out there and then you get that survey back, but knowing like these digital cues that being posted by students that even providing us the best honest and raw feedback that really brings us back on how we see things, how we see our campus, how I see my campus versus the students see the campus, and how we can improve further than that. And the second one, this co-creations also happened in because teaching is it's a two-way party. So especially what we want to adapt here, we call it a flip learning, and also it's a teaching where you have an active participation from the students. We want to enable a better learning, a teaching material, a teaching method based on the feedback from the students. So it is not one set materials that you put in the book and then everyone needs to memorize that, but based on the interactions, and then we see what's actually the students' view and specific topic, and we develop further. Then from that, it becomes an idea for our research, and also it becomes an idea for our curriculum, so that within the rest of the curriculum, for example, or even the new students that will be coming, we are going to adjust always based on the what happens in the classroom. I think that's from my section.
Yeah, interesting. Yes, it is interesting. Yes, Jessica, what is your views on that? Uh, you're muted. You're muted.
Okay, sorry. I think partnership is very important because in digital area we can complete each other, and by partnership we can create an ecosystem to support each other too. Like Simas Insurtech also be partner with some company like Tokopedia, Traveloka, and many more. In Tokopedia, we provide to insurance of their sales and to guarantee of delivery of goods. So in the Traveloka, we also provide for delay guarantee, like flight delay. So in the partnership, we can reach more customer in the different channel, make a new ecosystem, and customer will meet their needs in the like if you buy something and you think I must to have a guarantee, so we provide it, and partnership is also make a subscribe apa ya Simas Insurtech make so many partnership with others company, and it's so good to make a good premium for business to business to reach our customer. Okay, back to Janice.
A lot. It looks like Tika lost her connections. Yeah. So, okay, looks like she's coming back to join. Give us because this is my last question, which is co-creations and in terms of partnerships. Yeah. Okay, I guess we are going to end soon because I think I'm not too sure whether she's coming back to join us again. But nonetheless, thank you ladies for your inputs and your insights about this customer centric, putting them in every channels that we do. I think the customers are so important in our businesses right now, especially today.
Yeah.
How we communicate with them. Yeah. So yeah, thank you all ladies for joining, and I will end off the session because I don't think she's joining us. I because this already thank you. Yeah, and we hope to
Thank
have
you.
you. Janice? Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you for
Bye-bye.
having us.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Jessica. Bye.